Well, this is a story and these are pictures which have shocked people the world over. Julia Gillard, the Prime Minister, is with me now. Prime Minister, how concerned are you at the latest reports about how Brisbane and indeed the surrounding area is being affected?
Look, I am very concerned. This is a widespread flood crisis, and now the people of Brisbane and the people of Ipswich are bracing for the flood peak, and we do have many Australians unaccounted for. Search and rescue efforts are underway, and so this is really a very difficult time, a heartbreaking time for Australia, but we're very determined to pull together and to see our way through.
Can the authorities cope? I mean, we're still having reports of so many people missing and no confirmation as to how they are. What's the situation with that?
Well, certainly there are a large number of people unaccounted for. Our Defence Force is working with the fantastic emergency management personnel here in Queensland. Each and every step of the way in the flood crisis, the Defence Force has been there, and we've lifted efforts as we've needed to as the crisis has evolved. We're lifting efforts again today and certainly making more helicopters available for the search and rescue task.
Just put it into perspective as to how bad this is compared to the floods that Australia, Queensland in particular, suffers on a fairly regular basis.
Well, this is a huge flood, the size of France and Germany affected by flood waters. This looks like it will be the worst flood that Brisbane and Ipswich have sustained since the early 1970s. So this is a major flood crisis with loss of life. And I did have the grim task of advising the nation yesterday that people do have to be prepared for the death toll to rise. These are dangerous flood waters. But at the same time, Aussies are pulling together. People are showing a lot of common sense and a lot of care and concern for each other, and I'm expecting that will continue in the difficult days ahead.
How fearful are you when you see some of the debris which has just been floating down the river behind us?
Well, it's an amazing sight when you can see boats loose, when you can see pontoons just floating down the river, and I think this is giving people a sense of how powerful these floodwaters are.
Good luck, Prime Minister. Thank you very much indeed.